Hello, my friends. Kurt Berglund with you with the APBA 70th Anniversary Hall of Fame set 1950 World Series replay. These cards are produced by the APBA company for the 70th anniversary of Richard Seitz's very first set of cards. These are exact reprints of that set of cards, 20 cards per team. And I'm about to hit you with some spoilers. We're up to Game 3 in the World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees. And so if you want to check out the first two games without these spoilers, now would be a good time to jump over and do that. Check out my APBA playlist, and you will find those games archived there. For today's game, it will be for the homestanding New York Yankees. First two games were in Philadelphia, and they were the pitchers in those games were Vic Raschi and Robin Roberts in Game 1, and Curt Simmons and Allie Reynolds in Game 2. I am wiping out the military service for Curt Simmons that existed in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL. And the injury to Bill Nicholson, a reserve outfielder for the Phillies, I'm wiping out that injury as well. And so both of these teams have the full complement of 20 cards, 20 carded players that Richard Seitz created in 1950, late 50, early 51. The pitcher for the Yankees, as I said, is left-hander Eddie Lopat. For the Phillies, it's right-hander Bob Miller. Miller actually went in Game 4 of this series, but I'm moving him up a day. And Eddie Lopat was actually the Game 3 starter for the Yankees. So I'm using the Game 4 lineup for the Yankees that they actually used against Miller in this game. So both of these lineups are as played. And we do that, of course, because if I don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. And I can't have that on my conscience. So we're using the old boards and the old sacrifice booklet that was the originals that were created by Richard Seitz for this game. In Game 1, the New York Yankees took that game, kind of a slug. Well, actually, both of the first two games were in the slugfest category. Game 1 in real life was a 1-0 Yankee winner. In my replay, it was a 7-6 Yankee win. The Phillies had the lead, the Yankees caught them, and the Phillies almost came back in the bottom of the ninth. They had runners at the corners with 2 outs and couldn't score the tying run. So the Yankees took Game 1. And then in Game 2 in Philadelphia, the Yankees rushed out to an early lead. The Phillies caught them. The Yankees went back ahead and eventually won 10-6. The hitting stars there haven't really been any pitching stars of the series yet, but so the Yankees have a 2-0 edge coming back to the Bronx. The hitting stars for the Phillies, Eddie Waitkus, their first baseman, is 4 out of 10 so far. Andy Semenuk is 4 out of 7. Those are the two big averages for the Phillies at this moment. For the Yankees, there's a lot of them. Probably the MVP to this point for the Yankees is catcher Yogi Berra. He's 4 out of 8. He has a home run. He has 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Johnny Mize had 2 home runs in the first game. He's 3 for 8. And Jerry Coleman is 5 for 8 in this series to this point. Joe DiMaggio, only 2 out of 10. So if the Yankees win today, they take a commanding 3-0 lead. In real life, the Yankees took Game 2. by a score of 2-1, and they took Game 3 by a score of 5-2. So this eventually turned into a Yankee sweep. Let's give you the starting lineups for today's game using the reprint of the Bowman 1951 set, which I'm loving almost as much as the APBA cards for this reprinted set. All right, so here we go with the Phillies lineup, the visitors lineup. The Phillies in 1950 were managed by Eddie Sawyer. Leading off at first base is Eddie Waitkus, their leading hitters, well, their second leading hitter so far. Batting second in center field, Richie Ashburn. Batting third today at third base against the left-hander, it's Willie Jones. I'm sorry, that's Del Ennis. That's not Willie Jones. Here's Willie Jones, batting third at third base. Batting fourth in right field, it's Del Ennis. Batting fifth in left field, Dick Sisler. Batting sixth at shortstop, that's Granny Hamner. Batting seventh at catcher with a broken ankle in real life, Andy Semenuk, but he still played. And batting eighth at second base, Mike Goliat. On the mound, it's Bob Miller, the right-hander who was injured, but I'm sorry, this is Kurt Simmons. That's not Bob Miller. This is Bob Miller. Cards sticking together on me, people. Bob Miller was actually injured. It was off to a great start and was injured, I believe, in July or August of the year. Continued to pitch, but not at the same level of effectiveness. For the Yankees, the homestanding Bronx Bombers today. Wait a minute. Fingers not really working. All right, here we go. All right. Looks like Eddie Lopat does not have a card in this set. Oh, yes he does. There he is. Okay, managed by Casey Stengel. Leading off in left field, it's Gene Woodling. Batting second at shortstop, Phil Rizzuto. Batting third behind the plate, Yogi Berra. Batting fourth, it's Joe DiMaggio. This is a card of Bill Dickey yelling at Joe DiMaggio for not having a card in the 1951 Bowman set. Batting fifth at first base, it's Johnny Mize. Batting sixth in right field. Here we go. I'll get it right. No, here we go. Batting fifth, sixth at third base, it's Bobby Brown, Dr. Bobby Brown. Batting seventh in right field, Hank Bauer. And batting eighth and leading the Yankees in hitting at second base, it's Jerry Coleman. On the mound, Eddie Lopat, the lefty, was 18-8 in 1950. And he is going for the Yankees today. All right, I didn't give you Miller's one-lost record. I should do that. His one-lost record, he was a right-hander, and he was 11-6. All right, let's take a look at the APBA cards and get Game 3 going. The APBA cards, Waitkus at first, Ashburn in center, Willie Jones at third, Del Ennis in right, Dick Sisler in left, Granny Hamner at short, Andy Semenuk, the behind the plate, Mike Goliat at second, and Bob Miller on the mound. He is a C pitcher, And of course, in 1950, there were no strikeout or walk or speed modifiers. All right, for the homestanding Yankees, the Phillies, by the way, are a fielding 2 defense. For the homestanding Yankees, it's Woodling in left, Rizzuto at short, Berra behind the plate, DiMaggio in center, Mize at first, Brown at third, Bauer in right, and Coleman at second. Lopat on the mound. He is a B pitcher. They are also a fielding 2 ball club. All right, here we go. Waitkus leading off, and that is a 42. We are underway with a strikeout swinging on Eddie Waitkus. 1 gone in the Phillies first. Here's Ashburn, and that's popped up. Yogi Berra in foul territory will make the catch for out number 2. And now it's Willie Jones, Puddinhead, and the pitch to him is lifted in the air to left. Gene Woodling over a few steps toward the line, and he'll put it away for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Eddie Lopat. Here comes Bob Miller. Threw a hard thrower by the 1950s standards. And Woodling comes to the plate. It'll be Woodling, Rizzuto, and Berra for the Yankees. And a 63 is a comebacker gloved by Miller. He takes a few steps toward Waitkus, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the first. Here's Rizzuto. And that's drilled by Rizzuto inside the left field line past a diving Willie Jones. Down into the left field corner. Sisler digs it out and throws it back in, but the Scooters got himself a 1-out double. Here comes Berra, and the Yankees looking to create an insurmountable 3-0 lead in this one. That's lifted high in the air to right field. Del Ennis is under it, and he will put it away for out number 2. Rizzuto will hold at second, and now it's Jolton Joe DiMaggio. Disappointing series so far for DiMaggio. The pitch from Miller is lifted in the air to left, not deep. Dick Sisler under it, and he puts it away for out number 3. So a 1-out double is wasted by the Yankees. Here we go to inning number 2. It'll be Ennis, Sisler, and Hamner for the Whiz Kids. Pitch from Lopat is ball 4. He takes his base. Sisler comes to the plate. Tempting to put on the bunt here, but I'm not gonna. The pitch from Lopat is a comebacker. Lopat turns and fires to Rizzuto for 1. The relay to Mize is not in time. Sisler beats the rap at first. And here comes Hamner with 1 out and Sisler aboard. Ennis retired 1-6 if you're scoring, and if you are, oh my goodness. All right, Hamner at the plate. And that's ball 4. So Granny's got himself a walk. 2 on for the Phillies with 1 out. And now Semenick coming up. Lopat's pitch to Andy Semenick is hit to right field toward the line. Bauer on the run. Bauer on the run. He's going to get there for out number 2. Holding as Sisler. And now it'll be... Or is Sisler holding? Let's check that. Yes, he's holding. And that'll bring up Goliat. First and second. 2 outs with Miller on deck. The pitch to Mike. Hey, struck him out, and that's Lopat's second strikeout. He picked a good time for it, gets him out of a testy second inning. We go to the bottom of the second, and there's no score in the Bronx. Miller will face Mize, Brown, and Bauer in the Yankee second. Pitch to Johnny Mize is hit to right field. It's a dying quail. Running hard for it is Ennis, and he gets there for out number 1. In the bottom of the second, Bobby Brown coming up. Dr. Bobby Brown to you, and there's a base hit for the Doc. right up the middle. Ashburn collects it and throws it back in. Brown's aboard. And here comes Bauer with one out. Miller the stretch, checks Brown at first, and the delivery to Hank Bauer is knocked down by Jones. Picks it up, fires to Waitkus, and that will retire Bauer as Brown moves to second. First base is now open for the very hot Jerry Coleman, and on deck is Eddie Lopat. So it's decision time for Eddie Sawyer. He's going to go after Coleman. The pitch hit to left right at Dick Sisler, and he makes the grab for out number 3. So Miller works his way out of a little bit of a problem. In inning number 2, we're scoreless after 2 innings. Miller will now lead off the third for the Phillies against Lopat. Then it'll be the top of the order with Waitkus and then Ashburn. Pitch to Miller is hit on the ground to Phil Rizzuto. He gloves it and fires to Mize for out number 1. Here's Waitkus, and that's ball 4. Another walk for Lopat, his second of the day. No, his third of the day so far. And it'll be Richie Ashburn coming up. Richie's 0 for 1. The pitch from Lopat is hit on the ground to Coleman. He goes to Rizzuto for 1. The relay to Mize is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Yankees. And that will end the Phillies' third. We go to the bottom of the third, and we're still scoreless. Got a good one going. Lopat will lead off, then Woodling, and then Rizzuto at the top of the Yankee order. Pitch to Eddie Lopat. Hit toward the gap. Dick Sisler on the run. Dick Sisler's gonna get there for out number 1. Top of the order now, Woodling. Miller's pitch. Base hit to right field for Woodling. He's on with his first hit. Now Rizzuto up with 1 out. Miller has another base runner to deal with 1 out. He's had 1 out base runners in all 3 innings. The pitch to the Scooter. Ground ball, Jones knocks it down again, picks it up, fires to Waitkus, and that retires Rizzuto as Woodling moves to second base. Now it's Berra with another RBI chance. He had one in the first and did not come through. 2 outs, bottom of the third. No score. The pitch hit in the air to center, driving Richie Ashburn back, but that's not where you want to hit it in old Yankee Stadium. Richie pushes aside a monument and makes the catch for out number 3. So we have played 3 complete in the Bronx, and we have no score. In Game 3 of the 1950 World Series replay, Lopat will face Jones, Ennis, and Sisler, 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Whiz Kids order in the top of the 4th. Pitch to Puddinhead is popped up. Yogi Berra tosses away the mask and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Now it's Ennis. He walked in the second. The pitch, hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Lopat. 2 gone in the 4th. Lopat's been wild but effective so far. Sisler 0 for 1. The pitch. Comebacker gloved by Lopat. He turns and flips to Mize, and that will retire the Whiz Kids in the 4th. After 3.5, we still have no score in the house that Ruth built. Miller will face DiMaggio, Mize, and Brown in inning number 4. Joe is 0 for 1. He waves to Marilyn, and she blows him a kiss. The pitch is ball 4. Joe D is on base, and here comes Mize. He hit 2 homers in Game 1. Miller's pitch to the big Yankee first baseman is hit on the ground. to Goliath. He goes to Hamner for 1, and the relay to Waitkus is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Phillies. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th now, it's Brown who's 1 for 1. Pitch to Bobby is lifted in the air to right, but not deep. Del Ennis is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. We've played 4 complete now in Game 3 of the 1950 World Series replay with APBA 70th Anniversary Hall of Fame set cards. And we have no score. Top of the 5th will be Hamner, Semenick, and Goliath for the Phillies 6, 7, 8 batters. Granny against Lopat. Pops it up. Yogi in foul territory throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 1. Semenick is 0 for 1. The pitch. This is hit on the ground to Rizzuto. He scoops it and throws to Mize for out number 2. And with 2 outs and nobody aboard, it's Phillies second baseman Mike Goliath. The pitch to Mike is hit on a line to center field. Joe DiMaggio winks at Maryland and makes the catch for out number 3. We're halfway through this one, but we've decided nothing. There is no score in the game that the Phillies have really got to have. Here we go. Bauer, Coleman, and Lopat, 7, 8, 9 hitters in the bottom of inning number 5 for the Yankees. Miller's pitch, Bauer is 0 for 1. Miller gets Bauer to pop it up. Granny Hamner is under it, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. Jerry Coleman has cooled off. He's only 5 for 9 in the series now. The pitch to Coleman is hit on the ground to Mike Goliath. Mike to his left, plants and throws to Semenick, to Waitkus, and there's 2 gone now in the Yankee 5th. And here's Eddie Lopat. Pitch to Lopat is another chance for Mike Goliath. This one's up the middle. He gloves it, plants, throws, and retires the Yankees in the 5th. We've played 5 complete, and we have no score in New York. Lopat has not allowed a safety to this point to the Phillies. He has walked 3 men, and he has struck out 3. The leadoff batter for the Phillies will be their pitcher, Bob Miller, and then the top of the order with Waitkus and Ashburn. The pitch to Bob Miller is ball 1. Next delivery from Lopat is hit in the air to left field. That is Gene Woodling, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Waitkus is 0 for 1 with a walk. The pitch from Lopat is hit on the ground to Bobby Brown. He knocks it down, picks it up, and fires to Mize for out number 2. And here comes Richie Ashburn. Whitey, 0 for 2 for Ashburn in the game. The pitch to him is hit on the line to center. It's dropping quickly, but Joe DiMaggio gets there for out number 3. No safeties allowed for Lopat yet. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and there's no score. And my voice is continuing to die. All right, here we go. Woodling, top of the order with Rizzuto and Berra up to follow. 1, 2, 3 in the Yankee order in the bottom of the 6th. Gene Woodling is 1 for 2. The pitch to Miller is hit a comebacker. Hit on the ground. It gets past Miller and gloved by Hamner up the middle. He throws to Waitkus, and there's 1 down in the Yankee 6th. Phil Rizzuto, 1 for 2. The pitch to the scooter, hit to center. Here comes Ashburn, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Miller's allowed 3 hits. He's walked 1, but he hasn't struck anybody out yet. Here's Berra, 0 for 2. And the pitch to Yogi is hit to right field toward the line. Ennis has to hurry, and he gets there for out number 3. After 6 complete, we got dueling shutouts. There's no score in New York. Lopat now faces the heart of the Phillies order. It'll be Jones, Ennis, and Sisler in the Phillies 7th. Tension building in the New York crowd. They want to see some runs, but they'll have to wait until their team gets up to bat. Jones 0 for 2. The pitch, comebacker, gloved by Lopat. He turns and throws to Mize for out number 1. Ennis is 0 for 1 with a walk. Lopat's delivery is hit in the air to center. DiMaggio into right center. DiMaggio gets there for out number 2, and now it's Sisler. 0 for 2 for Dick. The pitch is ball 4. That is Lopat's 4th base on balls of the day. Still no safeties for the Phillies, and Hamner up now, 1 for 2 with a walk himself. 0 for 1 with a walk himself. Lopat's delivery to Granny Hamner is hit to left field. Another dying quail. Gene Woodling on the run. Gene Woodling gets there for out number 3 in the Phillies 7th. I'll get it out, don't worry. It's time to stretch them out in Yankee Stadium. We still have no score, and the Phillies still looking for a safety. In the Yankees 7th, it'll be DiMaggio, Mize, and Brown against Bob Miller. Joe D, the pitch is grounded to Goliath. Mike's got it and throws to Waitkus for out number 1. Now it's Mize, 0 for 2, grounded into a double play back in the 4th. The pitch from Miller is hit on the ground to Granny Hamner. He plants and fires to Waitkus for out number 2. And now it's Bobby Brown with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch from Miller is hit to Goliath. He gloves it and throws in the dirt to Waitkus, who can't dig it out. Brown is safe on the E4. Brown is safe on the E4, and with 2 outs, it'll be Bauer coming to the plate. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch is popped up. Andy Semenick under it, throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. That will retire the Yankees in the 7th. We go to the 8th, and we are still scoreless in the Bronx. Lopat pitching a dandy, just wild enough to be effective. To correct myself, I believe before that I said that the Yankees won this game in real life 5-2. They actually won this game 3-2 in real life. They won game 4 5-2. All right, so we have, with that piece of business out of the way, we have Semenick, Goliath, and Miller coming up in the top of the 8th for the Phillies. They trail in the series 2-0. The pitch to Andy Semenick is hit high but not deep to center field. Joe DiMaggio under it. Takes a sip of coffee and makes the catch for out number 1. Now it's Goliath 0 for 2. Hit on a line to left fielder Gene Woodling. He makes the catch for out number 2, and now it's Miller. Bob Miller with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the Phillies 8th. The pitch is popped up. Phil Rizzuto on the infield dirt is going to put it away for out number 3, and the Phillies still do not have a safety. In the bottom of the 8th for the Yankees, it'll be the 8-9-1 batters for the Bronx Bombers. Coleman, Lopat, and then Woodling for the Yankees. Coleman's 0 for 2. The pitch from Miller is hit to right field into right center. Ennis on the run. Ennis gets there for out number 1. Here comes Lopat. Nobody's talking to him in the Yankee dugout. The pitch is hit on the ground to Mike Goliad. He gloves this one and fires accurately to Eddie Waitkus for out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Woodling. 1 for 3, top of the order. Miller's pitch to Woodling is popped up. Granny Hamner on the infield grass is going to make the catch for out number 3, and we're going to go to the 9th, and we are scoreless. Could be some history coming up here. We're in the 9th. The Phillies do not have a safety, and it's Waitkus, Ashburn, and Jones, the first 3 batters in the Whiz Kids order. For Eddie Sawyer coming up. Waitkus does have a walk today. Lopat winds and delivers. And there's a base hit. A base hit up the middle for Waitkus. It's the first of the game for the Phillies. They've got a base runner. All right, so now let's see what they have Ashburn do. Lopat the stretch and the delivery to Ashburn. He squares to bunt. It's a 24. It's just in front of home plate. Yogi Berra grabs it, fires to Rizzuto for 1. Rizzuto to Mize. It's a rally-killing, soul-crushing 2-6-3 double play turned by the Yankees. Ashburn not only fails to get the bunt down, but he eliminates both base runners. Yikes. So with 2 outs and nobody on, it's Willie Jones. Lopat has held Jones hitless so far. The pitch is hit on the ground to the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. He gloves it and throws to Mize, and that will retire the Phillies in inning number 9. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We are scoreless. Miller back out. Jim Constanti is throwing in the Phillies bullpen. He is their relief ace and the MVP of the National League in 1950. Rizzuto, Berra, and DiMaggio, the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Yankees up in the 9th. The pitch to Rizzuto is a base hit for the scooter. He's aboard. That's going to bring up Yogi. Yogi Berra is up. Eddie Sawyer, top step of the dugout. He has not made a move to go to Constanti yet. The pitch to Yogi is a base hit to right field. Ennis charging hard. Rizzuto around second. He's heading to third. Here comes Ennis's throw. It's not in time. Rizzuto slides into third safely, and Berra sneaks his way into second base on the throw. So now there's trouble. There's big trouble, and here comes Eddie Sawyer. He's got to have this game, and he's going to Jim Constanti to try and get him out of the mess. Bottom of the 9th, nobody out. Rizzuto at third, Berra at second. First base is open. Constanti is an A pitcher. And he will face DiMaggio, then Mize, then Bobby Brown. The infield is in for the Phillies, and they're going to walk the bases loaded and go after Johnny Mize. So DiMaggio takes his base, and Mize comes to the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out. In the bottom of the 9th, we are scoreless. Constanti, the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out, and there's out number 1 in the 9th. Bobby Brown comes to the plate. It's his prerogative, after all. See what I did there? Bobby Brown, my prerogative. Not the same Bobby Brown, though. Bet you didn't know that. All right, Constanti in a jam. Brown has one of the 5 Yankee hits on the day. He's 1 for 3. Infield in. Constanti the stretch, and the delivery is hit in the air to center field. Richie Ashburn is under it. Here comes his throw. He makes the catch. Here comes his throw home to Semenick, and Rizzuto holds. Not deep enough to score him. Hank Bauer comes to the plate. If Constanti gets out of this, they're going to give him the Houdini Award. Bases still loaded with Yankees. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th in a scoreless game. Rizzuto, the only run that matters, is at third base. Constanti, the stretch. And the delivery to Bauer. Hey, struck him out, and Constanti gets the Phillies out of the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. We're going to the 10th. And still, nobody has scored in this game. We have an extra inning ball game today. All right, so for the Phillies in inning number 10 against Eddie Lopat, it's going to be Ennis, Sisler, and Hamner coming up. Lopat winds and delivers in inning number 10. Hey, struck him out. That's number 4 for Lopat with 1 out in the 10th. It'll be Sisler, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch to Dick Sisler popped up. Phil Rizzuto calling and taking for out number 2. And now it's Hamner. 0 for 2 for Granny. The pitch from Lopat, base hit up the middle for Granny Hamner. With 2 outs, he's aboard. That's the second Phillies hit of the day with 2 outs in the 10th. Andy Semenick coming up. He's had some clutch hits for the Phillies. Lopat the stretch, and the delivery is hit on the ground. No, hit a comebacker. Gloved by Lopat. He turns and throws to Mize, and the Phillies are done in the 10th. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Constanti back out for his second full inning of work, and he will face Coleman, then Lopat or a pinch hitter, and then Woodling. Constanti facing Coleman, who's 0 for 3. The pitch to Jerry. And there's a base hit to left. Sneaks it past between Jones and Hamner, and Coleman's aboard with a single. That's going to bring up Lopat. And with the base runner on, they will not pinch hit for him. So Constanti the stretch and the delivery. Lopat squares to bunt. That's a 16. That's a 29. And he fouls off the third strike. That is a strikeout. Constanti's third, and Coleman is still at first base. Now it's Woodling, 1 for 4 today. Bottom of the 10th. Coleman at first. The pitch from Constanti to Woodling is ball 4. Coleman goes to second base. Woodling trots down to first. And here comes the scooter. Phil Rizzuto is 2 for 4 today. On deck is Berra. Yogi is 1 for 4. Constanti, the stretch. The delivery to the scooter. And that is a 25. That's a 9. Ground ball, Goliath, he knocks it down, throws to Waitkiss, and that retires Rizzuto, but both runners move up. Well, now it's a catch-22 because Berra is up with 2 outs. First base is open, but DiMaggio is on deck. So do you want to face Berra with runners on second and third, or DiMaggio with the bases loaded? I'm going to go after Berra with runners on second and third, and Constanti in another jam. This could be the ball game. The pitch to Berra is ball 4. That will load the bases. Perhaps Constanti was giving it the old unintentional, intentional walk, and now DiMaggio up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th, and no place to put him. Tie score 0-0 in this one. The pitch to Jolton Joe is a 28, and that is grounded to Hamner. He's going to go the short way to Goliat, and that will retire the Yankees in the bottom of the 10th. We're going 11. No score in the Bronx. Lopat out for one more inning. It's Goliat, then Constanti, our pinch hitter, and then Waitkus. Goliat 0 for 3. Lopat winds and delivers to the Phillies second baseman. Hey, struck him out. That's number 5 for Lopat. 1 out in the 11th. Now it's Constanti. They will have him, well, geez. Yeah, they're gonna pinch hit here. They're gonna pinch hit here. Pinch hitter for pitcher Jim Constanti will be backup catcher Stan Lopata. Here in the Phillies 11th, there's 1 out. Bubba Church is warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. He will be the new pitcher in the bottom of inning number 11. Lopata up. Lopat's pitch to him is a comebacker, gloved by Eddie Lopat. And he turns and throws to Mize for out number 2 in the 11th. And now Waitkus. Eddie is 1 for 3 with a walk. And he draws the second walk. Could be Lopat's beginning to tire here. Yankees bullpen is working. Down in the Yankee bullpen, it's Byrne and Farrick throwing. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. And with 2 outs, it'll be Ashburn. Lopat the stretch, and the delivery to Richie Ashburn. There goes Waitkus trying to steal second. The throwdown from Berra to Coleman is not in time. Oh my goodness, it is in time. The umpire has called him out. The umpire has called out Waitkus, and he is jumping up and down. Eddie Waitkus has been ejected from this game after being called out on a stolen base attempt. Wow. This is big news for the Phillies. Waitkus is gone. And the inning in the 11th is over. The new first baseman for the Phillies will be backup infielder Jimmy Bloodworth. That will drop the Phillies defense to a fielding 3. Here comes Bubba Church on to take over the pitching duties. Bubba Church was most of the season in the Phillies starting rotation. He worked out of the bullpen in the World Series. All right, and he was a right-hander. As you can see on his card, he is a C pitcher, and he will bat 9th in the order. Bloodworth will bat in the leadoff spot. And for the Yankees, in the bottom of the 11th, it'll be Mize, Brown, and Bauer. They are the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for the Bronx Bombers. Mize, the pitch to him is a base hit to left. He goes the other way on Bubba Church. First hit of the game for Mize, fourth hit of the series, and he's on. Here comes Bobby Brown. It's his prerogative. All right, so Mize at first. Church the stretch, the pitch to Brown, he squares to bunt. And he gets it down. Gloved by Church. He flips to Goliat covering first, and Mize moves up to second base. Winning run 180 feet away for Hank Bauer. 1 out, bottom of the 11th. Yankees lead in the series 2-0. Bauer is 0 for 4 today. Church the stretch, checks Mize at second, and the delivery to Bauer is hit hard. This one is way back to left field. Stick Sisler to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. It's a walk-off Yankee winner. It's a dong for Hank Bauer. And the Yankees will win this game 2-0 on the second home run of the series for Hank Bauer. He's his two-run homers in the series. Hank Bauer being congratulated at home plate by his teammates. And it's a 2-0 Yankee victory in Game 3 in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL. It was a 2-1 Yankee victory in Game 3. So let's give you the totals for the Yankees. Victorious Bronx Bombers, 2 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. For the Phillies, no runs on only 2 hits, both of them singles, and they committed 1 error. Winning pitcher is Eddie Lopat, 11 innings of 2-hit ball for the Yankee left-hander. And the losing pitcher is right-hander Bubba Church. The Game 4 starting pitchers will be Whitey Ford, the rookie left-hander for the Yankees, and Robin Roberts, the star, the ace of the staff for the Phillies as they try to extend the series. The Yankees now lead in the series 3-0. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, please, to my channel. I appreciate your help in keeping my channel going. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.